Right now at 6, stopping a problem before it starts. Medical experts and Wisconsin's Attorney General are encouraging people to dispose of unused medication before it falls into the wrong hands.
And nearly 100 troops returned to Wisconsin after a 6-month deployment. One member of the squadron says it was a team effort to stay connected back home.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Amy DuPont.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. Some of the most dangerous drugs are easy to get. According to state and local health officials, you can find them in your medicine cabinet.
But Saturday is Drug Take-Back Day, where people can dispose of their unwanted or unused medication at several take-back boxes.
News 8 Now's Dua Israr spoke with Wisconsin's Attorney General Josh Kaul, who says getting rid of those meds is one of the first steps to prevent substance abuse.
Prescription medication is used to treat a variety of medical issues, but in the wrong hands, it can be deadly.
When you're under the weather, it's likely you've reached into a medicine cabinet for some relief. Addiction specialists say for kids, it can be a gateway to drug addiction.
They know these meds are out there, they've heard a lot about them, and they might be curious on what they can do.
Gunderson Health System physician Chris Eberlein says he treats roughly 1 overdose per week.
Many of those are due to prescription drugs that were in a medicine cabinet.
According to Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul, prescription medication is a common starting point for substance abuse.
And that is one of the things that can lead to addictions, including addiction to opioids.
According to the Wisconsin Department of Health Services, in 2020, more than 1,200 Wisconsinites overdosed on opioids. And local counties, including La Crosse, have either met or broken records for opioid-related deaths year after year.
And especially now, as we've seen an increase in the danger of some of the opioids that are out there, like fentanyl.
Which is why state and local health officials say it's more important than ever to take part in Drug Take-Back Day.
People need to be aware that if they haven't been prescribed medications, taking those medications can be dangerous.
During the last Take-Back Day, Wisconsin led the nation for drugs collected. La Crosse County Sheriff Jeff Wolf says La Crosse has consistently participated in the event.
I am proud to say that over the past decade, we average over 250 pounds on every drug take-back that we have.
Wolf says La Crosse residents are doing their part to keep prescription medication out of the wrong hands.
Experts say to treat veterinary medications with just as much care as those for people. Reporting in La Crosse, Dua Israr, News 8 Now.
Thanks, Dua. We're going to post a link to the local drug take-back locations on news8000.com.
Time now to switch it up, talk some weather. Plenty of cloud cover and some rain yesterday. Bill's got the latest.
Yeah, definitely drier today, but also cooler with highs in the 40s for most. I can update that 48 in La Crosse to a 50. Still pretty mild out to the east with readings in the 60s there. Hey, kind of a nice sunset taking shape here in La Crosse as we have just enough clearing to our west, making for some really nice colors for the La Crosse area. So some of you might want to look out to the west momentarily for kind of a nice view. Otherwise, some rain just to the south and east, Madison over towards Green Bay and Milwaukee. Again, just those lingering clouds around here, but it's going to be dry. And temperatures currently in the lower to middle 40s, including 46 in La Crosse, 42 in Eau Claire, 40 in Preston, and expect some partial clearing overnight. Seasonably chilly, lows in the 30s for most, including about 36 degrees here in La Crosse. It's a good thing we got some rainfall, and I'll have some rainfall totals for you, some pretty impressive ones, because it's looking mainly dry for the next several days. All the details with my 8-day forecast in just a few minutes.
All right. Thanks very much, Bill.
A Black River Falls couple is charged with a combined dozen felonies, most involving child sex crimes. Jennifer Zilmer and her husband Casey are being held in the Jackson County Jail.
Today, Jennifer's attorney asked the court to release her on a signature bond. The judge denied the request and instead reduced Jennifer's bond to $4,000 cash. Casey Zilmer is being held on $10,000 cash.
Wisconsin State Treasurer Sarah Godlewski says when it comes to a statewide referendum on abortion, Republican candidates have been dishonest. Godlewski joined 3rd Congressional District candidate Brad Pfaff today at UWL for a roundtable for reproductive rights. The Eau Claire native says any politician who says the decision on abortion should be left to the states is, quote, fooling you.
You, as an active citizen, cannot petition and get a bunch of votes to add something to our Constitution. And so when politicians say, let's vote on a constitutional amendment, they're actually not being truthful, and we don't have that ability in our state.
Here's what would have to happen. State lawmakers would need to propose an amendment, and then that amendment would have to pass both the Assembly and the Senate during 2 consecutive legislative sessions. Only then would voters see the question on the ballot. Wisconsin's current law bans abortions except in situations where the mother's life is in danger.
In-person voting is underway. Wisconsin Democrats gathered in La Crosse today for the first day for the Get Out the Early Vote effort. La Crosse School Board President Juan Jimenez joined the 2 Cooley Region Democrats we recently saw, Pfaff and Godlewski, as they met with voters outside La Crosse's City Hall. Several lawsuits focused on absentee voting processes are making their way through the court system, and some polls show more Republican voters are concerned over the security of future elections. Pfaff says America's elections are secure, and both sides of the aisle should respect the results.
Early voting is safe and it's secure. I encourage as many people to get out as possible, but I also think that it's extremely important as elected officials and those that are running for office that we have to recognize the decisions that the voters make.
Pfaff's opponent Derek Van Orden sent a statement to News 8 Now. He says his campaign today is talking directly with voters over issues that matter to them.
A Missouri school shooting is once again raising questions about safety at all schools, including schools in western Wisconsin. On Monday, a former student entered a St. Louis high school and shot and killed a teacher and 15-year-old girl and wounded 7 others. La Crosse School Board President Juan Jimenez says the district works hard to prevent acts of violence, but the nature of violent acts like this one in St. Louis can make things complicated.
The minute that you think that we've done the absolute best we can, something will happen and then people will point the finger and say you weren't prepared. I think that we are as prepared as we possibly can be.
The Wisconsin Department of Justice has been training 12 critical incident response teams. Those teams will respond to critical incidents in K-12 schools statewide.
Still ahead tonight, a warm welcome home.
Families gather at Vogue Field after nearly 100 troops return home from deployment.
Sick of running out of hot water? The professionals at Maxwell White are here to handle all of your water heater needs. Our licensed technicians can install, repair, or replace any type of water heater with same-day or next-day service. Call Maxwell White. Plumbing done right.
They found my sister's head in a wood-burning stove. Her body in a cornfield, murdered by her own husband. The judge called it the most heinous crime he'd ever seen, and the killer was sent to jail for life. But Tony Evers' parole commission set him free, and they didn't even tell us. Under Evers, hundreds of other violent criminals have been released early. It makes no sense. Governor Evers, everyone in Wisconsin is less safe because of you.
The day before Halloween on Sunday, October 30th. It's Buzzy's 44th annual 12-hour sale. Get the best deals of the year. 12 hours only, 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. Furniture pricing has been drastically reduced with more than 50% off select products. Get a king-size Sealy mattress for the price of a queen. Plus, save $300 on select Tempur-Pedic mattresses and get a free gift with purchase. Come by the store or shop online. One day only at your locally owned Buzzy's Home Furnishings in Viroqua.
I was in law enforcement for over 40 years, and I can't imagine a better attorney general than Josh Kaul. He's a real prosecutor who's locked up murderers, serial rapists, the really dangerous guys you want off the street, and kept them behind bars. And he'll work with anyone, Republican or Democrat, to get it done. Look, there's more we have to do, but the only one I'd want leading the fight against crime is our Attorney General, Josh Kaul.
No two sets of eyes are the same, and nothing should keep them from getting the expert eye care they need. That's why we'll cover your cost of your insurance copay or your eye exam. Schedule your eye exam at pearlvision.com.
As an Army commander, I served God, family, and country. But the media, they say none of that matters anymore. When I was 9 years old, my dad handed me a shovel and put me to work. Nowadays, people get paid to sit on the couch. I'm Tim Michaels. I'm not some career politician. I'm a self-made businessman who doesn't give a rip about the special interests or their money. I'm running for governor to turn Madison upside down and take back the freedoms that make Wisconsin great.
Tim Michaels for governor.
911, what's your emergency?
I smell something delicious and I don't know what it is.
Ma'am, we've traced the smell and it's coming from inside your oven.
Ah, amazing!
Papa Murphy's.
We at Maxwell White pride ourselves on delivering honest, dependable plumbing services, whether it's a repair, installation, or any number of other needs. With our full-stocked warehouse and trucks, our licensed technicians are ready to serve you. So don't just choose anyone, choose Maxwell White.
Nearly 100 Wisconsin service members are back home following a 6-month deployment.
Members of the 128th Control Squadron were welcomed to Volk Field this morning, and News 8 Now's Emily Haugen was there.
Feels like we were just here saying goodbye to all of you.
6 months later.
Families, I'm sure to you it does not feel like yesterday that we were here in this hangar.
Volk Field welcomed 90 members of the 128th Air Control Squadron back to Wisconsin. Welcomed back into the arms of the people who love them.
It's wonderful. There is just a sense of relief, sense of happiness.
This was Commander Cynthiana Bergman's third and final deployment.
Every leadership lesson I've ever taken, I was pulling from all of it.
Challenging her military skills and her most important role of wife and mom.
We talked almost every day on the phone, but it certainly is different to hug and to be there and to just help out around the house.
Bergman's husband, Brian, stepped up to support her, taking over the mission at home.
It was a very challenging experience to be responsible for the family needs.
Over the last 6 months, families found ways to stay close, even when apart.
He was my rock.
Now, reunited.
When she walked in the house early in the morning and surprised her kids and her daughter, and Corey, the youngest, just cried and hugged. It was pretty special.
A family back under one roof. Now that this deployment is complete, those service members are going to return right back to their lives at home. Reporting at Volk Field, this is Emily Haugen for News 8 Now.
Such a great story. Thanks, Emily. This squadron performed air surveillance, aircraft tracking, and command and control of aircraft operations throughout the Middle East.
Yeah, thanks to their families that helped out during that long 6 months.
Absolutely.
Up next, a way to support the La Crosse area YMCA.
For its first ever Y Giving Day, the Y is letting people decide where they want their donations to go.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Grawl. We've got some dry days ahead and some warmer days ahead as well. All the details of my 8-day forecast up next.
Tim Michaels wants to scare you with lies. Here's the truth. Independent fact checkers gave Michaels' parole attacks a pants-on-fire rating, saying they were false and that the governor does not allow any release of criminals. That's a fact. And here's another fact. Tony Evers actually increased police funding, and he's working to invest in high-crime areas, in job training, after-school programs, and mental health. So when you see all these, do this.
An active workday, a busy workday, but at a place that recognizes the great work that you do, and a benefits package you won't believe.
No, they really are great.
At Century Foods International, we do things different. We do them better. Feel valued, feel rewarded, and let us appreciate you for all your effort. Apply today and join our team at Century Foods International in Sparta.
More than 300 murders just last year. Terror at the Waukesha Christmas Parade. But Defund the Police radical Mandela Barnes still supports eliminating cash bail, releasing dangerous criminals back into our communities. Barnes says,
reducing prison population is now sexy.
Actually, releasing criminals isn't sexy, it's dangerous. Radical Mandela Barnes won't keep your family safe. Senate Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
It's a great time for your next appliance upgrade with 11% off everything going on now at Menards. Transform your home with top appliance brands including KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, and Criterion. Upgrade your home with quality, energy-efficient appliances from Menards. We offer the lowest prices with the largest in-stock appliance selection ready to take home today. Get 11% off your entire appliance upgrade now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
His job was to serve and protect. Instead, reports say Dave Estenson assaulted and preyed on girls for years. One report of sexually assaulting a teenager. Multiple reports of Estenson trying to coerce girls into sexual favors to avoid citations. And Estenson wants to ban all abortions, forcing victims of rape and incest to carry their predator's child. Sexual predators belong behind bars, not in the state Senate.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Today marks a first for the La Crosse YMCA. It's the first ever Giving Day, and it's underway now.
And the fundraiser has a pretty lofty goal: raise $80,000 in just 36 hours. Donors can choose from 9 different projects, like replacing old gymnastics equipment or donating to a fund for health workers. Employees encourage people to donate because these fundraising projects will make the community stronger.
We just really want to get the word out that the Y is doing all of these great things, and once these projects are funded, the community will definitely benefit from all of the different things going on within each of them.
According to the Y Giving Day donation page, they've already received more than $16,000.
Solid. 5 years of hard work just paid off. Winona State University has finally completed their leading energy savings and sustainability project.
The project will reduce the university's environmental impact by using solar panels, electric vehicle charging stations, and other things, and overall will save $26 million in energy and reduce carbon by 25%. The project's planning director says it's clear the project will do a lot of good for the university, but it's about more than improving students' education.
Yeah, it's nice to do the work, it's nice to have the recognition, but this is about really benefiting the students and doing things that are right for the state and for the environment at large.
Now, there is a phase 2 of the project, but project planners are unsure of their next move. We just know it's going to be some kind of large-scale effort.
Wow, yeah, they've done a lot of work there. We just found out Bill Nye the Science Guy
coming to
Winona State just in time. He's going to be so proud of that.
And what, $20 for a ticket? That's,
20 bucks for the general
steal
public.
Right there.
I know. I'm going to try to get in on that, Bill. Are you a big Bill Nye the Science Guy fan?
Of course. I'm a meteorologist, you know. Yeah. I'm a scientist and my name is Bill, so I have to be, right? So. All right. Hey, good thing we got this beneficial rainfall. It was much needed and a good soaking rainfall from Sunday night with the thunderstorms, and then yesterday, especially late yesterday into last night, good steady rainfall. Over an inch, in fact, 1.25 inches in Caledonia, over an inch in West Salem. Close to that here in La Crosse out at the airport, 9/10 in Black River Falls, I should say. Tomah, 0.85, 0.8 in Sparta, and about a 3/4 inch of rain in Houston and Prairie du Chien and Viroqua, 0.6 in Winona, and just over 1/2 inch in Trempealeau and Eau Claire. And it's a good thing we saw the rainfall because many of the next 8 days are looking dry. Boy, just enough clearing to the west. Look at these brilliant colors looking live to the west through CityCam 8 here in downtown La Crosse. We've got some yellows and oranges, some pinks and some purples all going on. So if you live near La Crosse and maybe to the west, maybe take a moment, step outside, look to the west, check out the gorgeous colors across the region. 50 was the high today, morning low of 40, so below average. Our average high is 57, 81 and 6 are the records. Now with that rainfall, we're over an inch for the month, but still about an inch below average, and for the year, we are still 6 inches below average, so we could use some more rainfall. Mostly cloudy, 46 at the station and downtown, or I should say, and out at the airport. Winds out of the north-northwest at 7, making it feel like 42, and the Mississippi responding to that rainfall. It's up a bit, 5.36 feet. Mostly cloudy in Eau Claire, 42 degrees there, and your wind is currently calm, so no wind chill to speak of. Now, where they saw some sunshine, temperatures in the 60s today. We saw a little bit of sunshine earlier today, but overall more clouds than sun, and that kept temperatures in check, generally in the 40s. and most spots are still in the low to mid 40s. And this cold front that came through last night meant business. About 25 degrees colder over central and eastern Wisconsin, and we're about 5 to 10 degrees colder in the La Crosse and Eau Claire areas. Winds out of the north-northwest at about 5 to 10. So the rainfall now just to our east from Madison over towards Milwaukee up towards Green Bay. Again, still some lingering clouds, but as you saw through CityCam, some partial clearing as well. And that will continue as this front inches its way to the east. That low kind of rides to the north and east. So some lingering clouds this evening, but that rain stays off to our east. Sky Tracker will show that partial clearing overnight, and then tomorrow lots of sunshine, but it'll be cooler than average, but a little bit warmer than today. A few more clouds spill in for tomorrow night and into Thursday, but it looks like the rain chances off to our west will kind of fizzle before they reach our area. Temperatures tomorrow a little bit warmer, lower to middle 50s for highs across the county. Same with southern portions of the viewing area. And as we head back to the north, a little bit cooler, especially as we head up towards Clark and say Chippewa and Rusk counties, highs there in the upper 40s to around 50 degrees. So for tonight, partial clearing, seasonably chilly, lows in the 30s, right around 36 in La Crosse. Mostly sunny, a bit warmer tomorrow, 54. And look at this, another gradual warming trend. In fact, close to 60 by Friday. Lower 60s for the weekend. Halloween Monday looking dry with a high of 61. Mid 60s next Tuesday. And the next rain chance, at least a decent one, not looking like until a week from tomorrow. So another dry stretch of weather looks to be shaping up for the region.
We're getting spoiled with these weekend temperatures too, right?
Looking pretty good.
Halloween temperatures great too. Thanks, Bill.
Okay.
Coming up in sports, the high school volleyball playoffs continue on Thursday night.
And the Aquinas Blue Golds have a shot at punching their ticket to the sectional finals. Rob caught up with the Blue Golds today. He's got that story next.
The Ford Store inaugural Fall Home Show is underway. A $250 discount coupon is yours just for stopping by to see all the new displays and updates we have made. We'd love to meet you.
Score great savings Friday through Sunday at Ashley Furniture Outlet, with recliners starting at $330, beds as low as $290, and up to 80% off clearance items. Only at Ashley Furniture Outlet in Arcadia, off Flashco Avenue and State Road 93.
I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Ron Johnson caught lying. Independent fact checks call his attacks on Mandela Barnes false and misleading. But it's Johnson's views that are alarming. Johnson supported a ban on abortions. He co-sponsored a bill that makes no exceptions for rape, incest, or the life of the woman. And Johnson said if women don't like it, they can move. The truth is, it's Ron Johnson who doesn't belong in Wisconsin.
Never miss the bus again with the new La Crosse MTU mobile app. Search City of La Crosse MTU in your app store and start planning your trip today. See your bus in real time or click a stop to see your next arrival. Download today.
We didn't forget about the crumbs at the bottom of the bag. We're just prolonging our time with every last bit of crispy, juicy tender.
Enjoy the crispy chicken sandwich and pair it with medium fries and a $1 any size Diet Dr. Pepper.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Inflation's eating up all our savings.
Our home value is plummeting. Yet Biden and Mandela Barnes support a massive tax increase on middle-class families. Are you kidding?
Now Barnes supports hiring an army of IRS agents to audit working families. Who needs that headache?
How about Barnes starts worrying about paying his own taxes?
Wisconsin Truth PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Beat the Black Friday rush. This season's top gifts and guest essentials up to 40% off. Plus, explore financing options that fit any budget, including up to 60 months. Schedule your delivery by visiting your local Ashley store or shop online today.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
The Wisconsin High School Volleyball playoffs continue on Thursday, and the Blue Golds are peaking at the right time. They've swept their last 4 matches, including a 3-set sweep over Cashton on Tuesday in the regional final. And Aquinas with a chance to punch its ticket to the sectional final on Thursday night. Blue Golds back at practice on Tuesday, getting some work in as the team prepares for its sectional semifinal against Westby. Aquinas hasn't lost a set yet in the playoffs. The Blue Golds sweeping Mondovi, Fall Creek, and Cashton all at home so far. But now Aquinas heads on the road for its biggest challenge yet, a clash with the 32-1 Norsemen. The Blue Golds say they're ready to go, and if they play their game on Thursday night, they feel confident they'll be moving on.
But at the end of the day, you know, we've got to show up and play. So I can scout a little bit and have some things maybe in my back pocket, but
I think if we show up and do what we've been able to do and what we've been working towards all year, we should be okay.
I would definitely say we're at our best. Last week's practices were great, and that was seen in the games that we played. And this week, I think we've had some great practices this week too, so I think we're ready. We're definitely playing our best ball of the season right now. We've cleaned up a lot of things. We've really limited our errors recently, so I think we're feeling pretty good about how we are headed into the latter part of the postseason.
And we'll get to see just how ready the Blue Golds are on Thursday night in Westby. Blue Golds Norseman, the winner, punches their ticket to this sectional final. All right, it's time for my favorite segment of the week. It's where we highlight our athletes all throughout the Cooley region. Let's get right to the nominees. Let's start on the gridiron. Go back to Friday night. Aquinas all over Durant, Arkansas on both sides of the ball. How about the sophomore Trey Barr coming up with the pick? I can't see the teleprompter, but I remember this play. I was there. Great pick. Aquinas is moving on. Let's go to number 2. How about the DeSoto Pirates? They're moving on to level 2. This play, one of the reasons why Evan Pedretti to Bryce Grelly, the Moss and the defender. DeSoto's moving on. Number 3, West Salem continues to be a force. Panthers haven't lost since week 1. They made it look easy in level 1. Chris Calico taking it all the way to the house on this run. 49-0 over Wapaka. They host Fox Valley Lutheran Friday night. Number 4, big shout out to the Holman volleyball team. Couldn't get their match over the weekend. It was a 5-set thriller over DeForest. Holman's moving on to play Middleton on the road Thursday night. Good luck to the Vikings. To vote for your favorite play, just open your News 8000 app to the viewer poll or go to news8000.com/vote.
Gosh, such an exciting time of year. It's
Yeah.
almost a shame that
Everything.
Aquinas Westby is a sectional semifinal.
I know,
It
like
feels
one of those teams has to lose.
It feels like the winner should just go to state.
I agree.
Yeah.
Two great programs.
It's going to be fun, and the atmosphere there is going to be awesome.
All right, we'll be right back to wrap things up.
The Cooley region has been good to me and my family, and I wanted to give something back. That's why I ran for the state assembly. And I've tried to do good things in Madison for the people of western Wisconsin. Wisconsin is facing a lot of problems today, and we need people who understand how things work. Right now, Wisconsin has a $5 billion surplus. With that surplus, we need to cut taxes. We need to fix our roads, and we need to fund our schools, and we need to do that now.
Looking at mattresses?
I'm just looking.
Jump on it, roll on it.
No.
I can see you in it. You got your Firm Plush, Ultra Plush, Ultra Plush Plus. Just pretend I'm not here. My name is Richard. You have any questions?
Buying a mattress can be uncomfortable.
She seemed nice.
That's why Slumberland has modernized the process, giving you the freedom to have a comfortable experience. Right now, get 30% off select mattresses. Slumberland. Mattress shopping reinvented.
Some things make you wonder, what the path? Like career politician Brad Pfaff voting to raise our taxes after promising not to. Then praising another $1 billion in tax hikes on Wisconsin families. Seriously, what the path? Or when he supported trillions of dollars in big government spending, creating record inflation. What the path? Makes you wonder how anyone could trust career politician Brad Pfaff. NRCC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Remodeling your kitchen or bath should not be a gamble, where you go here and go there and everywhere to find all the necessary products, hoping you can then coordinate the carpenter, plumber, electrician, and flooring installation. A dream project can quickly become a nightmare. Here on Copeland Avenue, find the products, designers, and our own team of carpenters, plumber, electricians, and flooring installers to complete your project on time and on budget. One stop for worry-free remodeling experience, the Board Store.
Well, beautiful shot through CityCam. Great colors with some partial clearing off to our west. Seasonably chilly overnight, 30s for most, including dropping to about 36 in the cross. Dry for the rest of the week with a gradual warming trend. Some 60s return by the weekend.
Very nice. Yeah, thanks, Bill. Thanks for joining us.
We appreciate your time. We hope to see you again at 10.